Well, our cold April days stick around. They're here for the next few, and as we head through them, just know that it stays that way as we head into the weekend. No, it really does. We hang on to a few scattered snow showers, but for the most part, we're done with this. Remember that photo from right before the break? Well, on Sunday, Pullman picked up a little over 4 inches of snow. On Monday, a little over 2 inches of snow. You combine that over a half a foot in just 2 days. The good news is spring snow never lasts as long. Many reasons. One of those is the height and angle of the sun. The other, it's just kind of warm. So even as snow falls over Snoqualmie on and off, it starts clearing out. But get this, tonight, we're talking some serious snow over Snoqualmie. Could be looking at about 6 inches of it. Kind of a break right now. Stephen's looking pretty okay, and Lookout just doesn't exist. No, it's there. I actually just looked at it, and it's dry and staying that way as we head through the day and even tomorrow. But the big thing here is the cold. We have our trough still in place, and if you look at this overall weather pattern, notice everything's just coming down. It's coming in from the north, and that's going to keep us cold the next couple of days. But with a lack of moisture in the atmosphere and some relatively calm wind, temperatures stay, well, we'll just call that bitter cold. Seriously, if you have planted any outdoor plants and they're starting to grow, cover them up. Do anything you can to kind of trap a little bit of heat because they're going to need it overnight. When you're talking a prolonged period down below freezing or even in the 20s, that is enough to damage some of those plants. Each afternoon, temperatures top out in the 40s, so we're still not that warm, and it looks like we stay cold even as we get into next week. The good news is that comes with a little more moisture, and we want the moisture. We need the moisture right now. 38 degrees, yeah, we're cooling down and cooling down quick. 37 in Coeur d'Alene and still out near 40 in central Washington. But yeah, we do have some of those scattered showers continuing. But notice how zoomed out I am. A few things I want to show you. One, the snow over the Cascades that continues to fall. And two, this storm that's off the coast. You see it right here. Here's your center right there. And watch what happens. That thing kind of just spins its way up the coast, goes from Oregon up to Washington, and for us it kind of throws these bands of moisture at us the next couple of days, but it being so far out to the west, it kind of keeps us from taking the brunt of those. So we don't really get much. You wind up seeing snow in the Cascades and rain on the west side. Well, we kind of actually get to see a little bit of sun. Tomorrow morning, bundle up. Tomorrow afternoon, doesn't get much warmer. This isn't one of those dress and layers things. This is one of those who cares if you're still wearing the winter coat because it's that kind of cold. Overnight, we fall into the 40s. Each day, or 20s, sorry. Overnight, we fall into the 20s, and each day we climb into the 40s. And even by the time we get into Sunday with that little bunny kind of hopping around, well, 50s is still going to feel rather chilly.